think it's time to do some redstone. Now, I'm over here in my redstone testing world, and we need to work on some things for our raid farm storage system, and I thought we'd do a very nice shulker loader design and see how that goes. So this big purple one that I've been flying around here, this one is my original mock-up design of how could I possibly make this functional, and it is really, really bad. But it does have a couple good things. I have a system here for an item filter to filter in only emeralds. And then I do have a system that checks to see if this top chest actually has anything, and if it doesn't, unlocks the hopper and then fills it, which is pointless. That wasn't needed at all, so that was pointless entirely. Then I have a system that goes along here where once the shulker box is full, it will fill up this last repeater here and then send that off, send out a signal which then powers the dropper. But first, so it powers the piston first, which breaks the shulker box, which goes into the hopper minecart, which then goes and gets sent in to the chest and it's filled to the top. And then after that, the dispenser fires and resets with another shulker. And instead of that, I made a far simpler system, literally like in half the time. Like this took me probably like 30 minutes of like half paying attention, coming back to this on and off, and then working out some couple design ideas. And this is, I mean, if we just do a bird's eye view, this thing is so much smaller than this behemoth, and I actually need to rebuild my redstone storage system for my raid farm already, and I can just make this design, which, as you see, has the same things. It has the JC Plays tried and true item filter, works great. Um, then it has another system where it comes in, has an extra chest for extra storage in case I run out of shulkers. Then it slowly is filling this up. I filled this with emeralds just to test to make sure this works. But then it has a very simple system of this should be comparing, and as soon as this comparator reaches max, like once this thing is fully full, once this entire box is filled with emeralds, then this will provide a single pulse because it will have reached max power and it is currently subtracting this amount of power, which is, I believe, 14 power. So, max is 15. So 15 minus 14 equals 1. So once this has 15, it will produce a 1, which then immediately activates this piston. Then in a delay, shoots out the next shulker box. And that then again goes and gets stuck down in here. No need to put any locking of hoppers or anything crazy like that. It's super compact, and this is for shulker box storage. It's super helpful, and the system has already, been working, and I can prove that it works if I just take a whole bunch of these emeralds out. We can go ahead and pop these all in here. All right, and what we're going to see here is this is almost done. So once this finishes filling up, we're going to see that it breaks and then another one is placed, and this goes directly into here full. And I mean, like, this is actually chock brim full of emeralds. And that's what I call a great system. Alright, we're back on the Nyecraft server, and you might be wondering why it is I'm wearing diamond armor and not my netherite armor, and why this is not my best stuff. And that's because this raid farm has been the absolute bane of my existence. I have been working on this. This episode is definitely very late. I'm recording this on the day it should be out, normally. And as you can see, I've expanded the amount of leaves one would need typically for a raid farm, and I've got to leave before a creeper blows this all up. But it is now fully operational in terms of spawning is great. Instead of having this be a water pathway, I had to switch it to be hoppers just so I wouldn't have any extra things of like, yeah, I was running into issues about things spawning on my redstone for just that small area of water path here. So I'm cutting it off. I cut it off with hoppers, and this is not my only problem because there's also another one. So I switched all to hoppers entirely because why not? Drakmar is an iron farm. He gave me like literally like 200 plus hoppers. And oh, by the way, um, me and Thrakmar, we haven't had a good time to ever like say this on camera, but we have decided to officially work together and make a giant epic business empire and take over the entire world. So I can use his iron farm, he can use my shulker farm, and together this is our combined project of a raid farm. And so this originally went all the way back over to where my terrible storage system with the really big bulky redstone that makes no sense is. Um, all the way over there, but the hoppers would not all be simulated in the distance from the farm, so it would actually cause a backup and not sort the items. So I'm moving the entire thing closer. I've decided to put it right here, and we're actually gonna need to do things a bit differently to make this system work. So we have, man, I need to rotate all of these things around. But we have glass bottles, emeralds, sticks, we have arrows, we have sugar, gunpowder, glowstone dust, spider eyes, healing potions, totems of undying, and enchanted books that we would like to collect in this system. We definitely need to build out and make this look good, but I don't have the resources or time. And when I was testing this farm out for the first time in the first rendition, uh, after the last episode, I died and with all my netherite gear when I was AFK. I had to hurry and run, so I didn't have time to put all my stuff away. That was a very big mistake because a Ravager was able to spawn somewhere, and it killed me, and I lost all of my stuff. Don't know where any of it went. But we have just a little bit of banners, so yeah, this farm may or may not be working very well. This is just the pillager spawning thing, not even the proper kill chamber thing. So I'm actually very impressed to see how much is actually in here. But yeah, you might also notice there's a very apparent lack of outpost. JC Plays came out with a brand new raid farm design, and it involved immediately just tearing down the entire outpost because of spawning rules and stuff. It's much simpler that way. So all of these extra leaves I don't really need, but I don't really feel like going around and grabbing them all again. And so we can actually see that we've changed a bit of the top as well. I've put way more leaves. I put leaves around the entire box. I went crazy with leaves. I thought, you know what? If there's a chance of a mob spawning, I'm just gonna double the leaves. But if we come over here, like, look at this redstone. Like, I've patched this up post when I figured out, oh, I should just compare the entire thing. I'm like, this just feels chaotic and just horrible. Like, why is there a whole sorting thing all the way out like 7 blocks from the freaking path? This makes no sense. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna systematically destroy this entire thing. But before we do that, I want to actually get a couple item filters in. And one thing I did mention is that we wanted to get these 3 specific items, and these are non-stackable items, which means we are going to need to uh, call out a petition and try to get some people to get some allays, because we can use allays to then do this whole system. All right, we have now come over here and built up one of the modules. So it appears as though it's going to be about 5 blocks wide, coming from sorter, then 1, 2, 3, 4. It appears Thrakmar has come over to inspect what we've got so far. Whoops, that's caps lock. We still need at least 3 LAs so we can get all of these sorted. That'd be really nice. Not at all. You can take all the emeralds you need, Drakmar. I will just be over here, slaving away to try to get more emeralds at a faster rate. So with one of these modules fully completed, I forgot to set up the item filter, so I think I'll wait on that until the very end, so I can do it all at once. Alright, so it's been about 3 hours since the last clip, and I've been just living off of cows. I've forged with flint and steel and all sorts of stuff like that for like so many Minecraft days. But we have a lot more progress. It's not quite finished yet, but as you can see, I'm prepping for some massive work. Dagmar had to go and give me like another 128 hoppers. Um, but basically, what we have up here is we have the main bus line where all the items are going to be coming in, and then we're going to have specific pull-out parts where these will then be funneled in. We the start of item filters for emerald, gunpowder, and redstone, and we are going to put in the rest of them soon. But yeah, I've got the shulker box loading system where it puts them in a shulker box and breaks it. Now it's basically a collection for all these ones. And I need to get at least 9 of these up and running. There are some extra ones for future expansion, and also we can do it on the opposite side of this one as well for some future expansion. And over here at the end, I just barely moved this over. I'm going to put lava here at the bottom, probably put some time trapdoors so that trapdoor goes, placed, sits there for a minute, and like it's closed and items fall on top of it. Then like every like minute or so, it will just like open up and drop all the items into, lava. First person to bring me an allay gets a large reward. But we're gonna wait for this. Drakmar is now explaining what an allay is to everyone because some people seem to be confused. So we're gonna probably have to finish breaking all this soon and moving it over, and we're gonna keep working on collection system for stackable items, and I'll record again once we get someone with an allay here. Well, it's been an hour, and I am currently running back to my base to grab just a single bucket of lava for some excess items, and I'm coming back to Thrakmar's launch pad here, and he has built up a giant rocket. This is absolutely massive. I also have no food, so let's hope I don't die. Come here, cow. Come here, cow. Okay, we got some food now, so let's run away from these creepers. This is a nice build. We don't want to ruin it. This looks so cool, and I'm definitely not just going to stop here and use Thrakmar's, like, mini lava farm. Wow, he's cleaned up. Alright, we're running back from Thrakmar's base. He's in the process of gathering more and more chests. He's supplied all of these hoppers, which I have to just double down and say they are so many hoppers for this. And the baby zombie got on a spider. Wow, that's horrifying because it increases the move speed of anything it's on. Yeah, I have a bit of a mob problem in this area. I don't have any torches, so maybe we can see if Drakmar could give us some torches too. I mean, this farm will provide the sticks for it. We're just gonna need some work on the other things, but. Alright, it has been a very long time, and I have got everything working, I believe. We have a system here, we have lava at the bottom of this, and if we just punch a hole in here, we'll see we got some trap doors. They'll all come down, and basically, eventually when we have allays, we'll have the allays grab the things at different levels to make sure that they can get all of the different things there. And now it's just a matter of testing it. And we don't need these last 4 sections here until we make other farms. Alright, we have been, we've been AFK here for a while now. Should be enough drops in the system. One issue I was having before was there would be a pile of items you could see here building up because the other things are outside of the simulation distance. But I moved the entire storage system, much closer. I mean, not this close, but much closer, and so hopefully that problem's gone. I mean, I probably should wait for a raid to end before I can actually go and do it, but yeah, it seems to be working better now. It's a new design, in case this entire area in leech that phantoms don't give me, and then see witches, villagers dying. We can get the XP, 2 more mobs. Okay, I think it's gonna be a minute. That was very scary. I just saw an evoker come down, and he had time to wave his hands like he was gonna summon something. And one time I did hear, alright, the raid has ended. We descend down here to make sure we can turn off our bad omen effect. Okay, then we should stop getting that. And it looks like our lightning rods we've placed are working great. You shouldn't see any sort of backup of items, so this is looking good so far. It hasn't been too long, so I don't expect any full shulker boxes just yet. I'm as close as I can get from here. I think I might have to build out a separate platform or something to make this work. I moved this entire system and spent literally 5 hours working on this. I really don't feel like moving this again, so I'm gonna have to move a AFK spot to be where I could still get Bad Omen and I could still get all the things, but hopefully not have to worry about stuff as much. Whoa! That's money. Why isn't it sorting? Okay, we have massive problems here. So somehow emeralds are getting passed and thrown into the burner, which should not be happening. I'm just curious, how many emeralds do we actually have? So we don't actually have too many emeralds. I'm confident it's been burning a lot of them. That's it. I'm gonna tell Thrakmar to have his camera account in this area. We're gonna make this our industrial district. I think. I think that would make sense, and we could just keep his camera account at the storage area so everything loads properly. Because I spent too much time here for this to not load. Oh, it has been several days since the last clip, and that's because this farm has continued to break over and over with ominous lightning, apparently. And I've got lightning rods, so everything should be fine. But I've had to switch this storage system. You know, we got all that over there, but I had to switch this. I removed the rail and suffocated the minecart in a leaf block. After some much piston work, I got it inside a leaf block. We've got vines now going to the top because we had to put a roof on it because the ravagers were swimming up the lava at the top. I also had to put an iron trapdoor up there to make sure that they couldn't fall down the kill chamber. Yeah, Thrakmar has a wither loose in the end, so we need to go over there and stop it. Yep. Me too. So we are in ultimate crisis mode. I got emeralds. So we've got the emeralds. We're gonna provide for this, and we are going full operation wither killing mode. This farm, I've been AFKing it for about an hour now, and I haven't died or seen any weird ravager things. So I think that might be it for having to deal with this farm. Right now, it's time to head over, and we got to kill a wither. And by the way, we lost our really awesome bow too, so we're gonna go and make ourselves a hot guy bow. Alright, not gonna brag or anything, but I'm a bit of a Vault Hunter's pro. So I'm pretty sure we can take out one wither here. Because I've got totems for days, and I've got potions, I've got water bucket, milk bucket, got a backup shield, got a good crossbow with tons of arrows. And I think this should be everything. Okay, so I will not die because I have a totem. So regardless of the stupid decision this is, I'm not going to die. So, like, it's fun. Oh yeah, look at that. Barely 3 hearts of damage from that. I'm literally just realizing this now. But that's the direction I just came from. I ran across here, and here's the end portal. But the way we always went was walk up around, go over that way, and go on that bridge and head that way. Alright, Thrakmar's here. He's got his netherite. I've got my diamond enchanted. He offered me netherite if we get... he offered me some netherite. So, if we win this, he'll get the nether star. He'll give me some netherite for this. And I'm hoping I can get a good amount to get my armor and stuff back up to where it used to be. Well, I'm going in. Here we go! Okay, so instead of fighting a ender dragon here, now we are fighting that wither. Holy crap, it is right here. Okay, here's the plan. If we get under this, the wither has a harder time of getting to us, and Enderman can't get to us. So this is my plan. A little help would be nice, Thrakmar. I mean, I am a professional vault hunter, so I mean, no need to worry. I've got this. Okay, maybe there should be a tiny amount of worrying happening. Once it's half, we can't hit it with bows, so... But it also can't fly. There. Whoa! One totem down. One totem down. Wither rose. Drakmar died. Seriously? I'm over here battling a wither by myself? Well, I killed it. Under here. Look for a tunnel. Found his stuff. Okay, good. Hopefully, Thrakmar does not have nearly as many problems with this farm as I did with my raid farm. Okay. Um, Thrakmar still doesn't have voice chat capability, but, you know, I'll just be dropping all his stuff here and all of it. He has a lot of stuff here, goodness. He had the books on him. I don't know why he had the books on him. Uh, and I'll give him the wither roses I found and the star. Oh, whoa, those are full ingots. Fair deal. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, thank you, Thrakmar. We are now able to be back into our full netherite chest plate and everything like that. Oh, we lost this from the raid farm the first time, so it's nice to have everything back again. Allay time. Alright, I searched for lathes for a long time, didn't find any, and I came back here and built that monstrosity you can see behind me. Like, look at this thing. I added in a bulk storage thing to have it so if this system gets backed up, it can just store pretty much anything and any amount of anything. I just want to point this out in the chat, and I know they probably don't know that I am watching this chat, but Airman Carrot says, "How do you use hacks?" Drake says, "What?" And Airman says, "Well, how do you know?" Drake says, "Aiden told me," which is Shark Boy. Very suspicious. Airman Carrot says, "Only the people in the city know, or now." But it's probably no, which is very, very suspicious. So they immediately go back to denying that they know hacks aren't allowed. Alright, we are back at our base. It has been several hours of AFKing. I'm level 117, and that's after I've gone and enchanted this with Unbreaking and a couple other enchants here and there. So I've already done some work with these levels, but I think it's time to get back to our base. And I know I haven't been here in literally like 2 weeks, but the first thing I want to do is work on this track here. Now, this is going to be for trains and stuff, and I've looked up some designs, but for trains, and I will most likely be doing a hybrid between a couple designs, but I'm not going to be building a train today. I don't have the materials for that, but what I will be doing is expanding out this track as far as I can, and well, the plan here is to take this all the way up near that mountain, maybe up the mountain. I don't know. We're gonna go around here, so it's the goal is to make it come and feel like this train station then goes around, the whole starter area. So coming this direction, the train will come this way and then probably curve up the mountain or something, and then going the other way, it will go back towards their original spawn area village and the things like that. Well, without further ado, let's do a fun little jump transition. You ready for it? I don't think you're ready for it, because I'm not ready for it. I still need to debate how I'm gonna really do this. But anyways, and yeah, a lot of building has taken place, but I am actually taking a break because I need mining out a tunnel and I kind of want to begin. So I'm gonna see me and Thrakmar are gonna go to the end and try to get a couple withers. So, but yeah, it's been really nice. I gotta show you around the industrial district when we're done with this because we've got several boxes of emeralds right now, and I could show you where all of your resources went. Okay, well, you work on this. I'm going to look up a tutorial for this. Alright, so this is definitely not going to work, so I'm going to see what...
Fight it?
Yes, but I also would like... So, in order to get a second gateway, we'd have to kill the dragon again. So, we will fight one, and then I think we're going to have to get some end crystals and kill the dragon. This is going to be a fun recording session. So, this is all probably going to be for naught, but I would love to get some good content. Yeah, I'm ready. One, two, three. Wither is spawning. He's one shot. He's one. Oh, I'm so one. I'm so one. I got him. As soon as he broke my totem. He literally just broke my totem when I got him. Nah, you would
This
have
is
died.
why we needed the bedrock farm. I tell you, it's not
No.
cheap. And
No.
then we
Bedrock
could
is
build an
cheating.
entire cage. He couldn't get out. Everything would be good.
I'm gonna just pitch it to my audience right now. Is a bedrock farm through totally legitimate glitches legal or not? Drakmar says it is. I say it's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Here we go. He's going, he's going, he's going. I'm gonna try this, Dream. I trust you, Dream. I trust you right now. I don't think I can pull this off. I'm trying to do his, oh, I just shot through the bottom corner of the iron bars and broke the crystal. And I'm like, yeah, no, that's not happening. At least I get all my arrows back before I just.
I still say that all the names for Ender, it's all to pay homage to Ender Wiggin.
Yep, Ender Wiggin, greatest tactical mind of his time. Okay,
Okay, it's down.
okay, yeah, yeah.
Oh, I'm right here too.
I know, I saw you. I was racing you. Ah, ah! Is he already back? He's
He's
already back.
landed again.
He just sunk through the
What? He
ground.
just went under. He went under.
What the freak?
I've never seen that. That's a new one for me.
Yeah, Dream, eat your heart
Oh, here he
out.
is.
He's back up?
He's back on his perch.
Okay, good. He's back. Okay. No, he's going down again. He's flying. Okay, he's flying. Now's our chance. We can actually deal damage now. Which is the opposite of normal.
I was hitting him with Thrax Calibar. Thrax
Thrax
Calibar.
Calibar.
Thrax Calibar.
Okay, finish him.
Thrax Calibar.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Okay, let's get that sweet, sweet experience. You should probably take it since I'm level 117. I'm gonna start
What?
following the tutorial for this, and we will catch up in a minute. Anyways, we're back here in the end. And yeah, we built up the farm, uh, and it worked, and it went great. We got actual stuff from it. It is functional, except for, yeah, you might notice stuff doesn't look quite right, and that's because, you know, I had I left Drakmar alone for like few hours with this farm. He was just AFKing it like crazy. He got over a stack of nether stars. Really good work. And then he says the farm broke somehow, and that shouldn't have been possible. He claims that it wasn't suffocating, like, because the way this works is basically a wither, like you have a platform you have to replace here with obsidian every time. Then the wither just suffocates in here and dies. He said one time it wasn't suffocating, so um, then he tried like 6 things to fix it, but eventually it had to, get out so he could kill it. So he killed it himself that time. But yeah, we got beacons now. I heard he put one over by my base because I was, digging out a big project over there, and that's really fun. Meanwhile, back at this farm, we have several things to show off here. This entire row is literally just totems of undying. I've been grabbing these from the farm, and this small section is entirely enchantment books with max level enchants on books, so that's awesome. And we have a couple other amazing things to show off. I've lit up this area with lanterns, and if we come up here, Thrakmar has brought over some allays, so we've given them all totems of undying right now. I've yet to actually put them to any work, but I think these will become a great addition in the future. And then flying back towards our base, Thrakmar is already planning out a big city design here. You got a really cool bridge. I'm just trying to show everything to make sure that I haven't missed anything. We have Thrakmar's absolutely massive rocket there as well. And flying on past there, we see this little weird thing we'll come back to in a second. But let's take a look at Martania real quick. You have giant buildings, and that's a chunk air. But you have giant buildings here. And, of course, this giant statue. Wait, I thought his head was solid. Did he just turn it into a facade? Now it's not. That ruins my plan. Oh, so this is their voting system because I didn't build them one. But yeah, they also have some pretty cool shops they're starting to build. But if we come over to this weird little chunk error looking thing in the side of the mountain, you will actually see that this is not a chunk error. I've mined this out. And you want to know why I've mined this out? Because this goes down the longest tunnel ever. Because like I time lapsed that. This is how long that tunnel is. This track is something I got from this in the top right corner. If you're watching that, there's a link to that video there. Very, very good for different train designs. I really like that video. And anyways, we got this track and we're extending it across. This is all going to oxidize eventually and become all green. It's already starting over here. And we switched over this track as well. We're going to move out this track in this opposite direction. But this is the building we were able to accomplish, and it's not my best work, but like, come on, this took me forever, and this is a lot of copper, so come on, it's pretty good, right? Well, that's gonna be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and these are all the YouTube things, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.